What up, guys? C.W.G 7263. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. As you can tell, I am here to talk about, yeah, you know why. Here to talk about Hulk. Yeah, very mad, actually. I am buffering out, so bear with me for just a second while I just, my encoder doesn't, stops freaking out. Nav, thanks very much for coming in, mate. Marcus, thanks very much for coming in, brother. It's gonna be just a 10-minute video talking about Hulk Hogan. What can I say? Broke into the wrestling business in the mid-70s. One of the most, I'll say it, one of the most influential part of WWE and the old WWF at the time. Had massive success in the wrestling business in the mid-70s under Vince McMahon Sr. and joined Vince's organization, became like a household name, really. It's just it's mental. People will probably, they know about the stuff that he's done in his personal life, but this is sort of like a tribute to Hulk from a fan standpoint. As I said, some amazing matches in WWE or WWF in that time. Gaz, thank you very much for coming in, man. Appreciate you coming in. He was very influential to the guys now who work in not just WWE promotion, but in TNA, in WCW, in AEW. Just organizations that have started to create wrestling content for people who, like me and you, who love wrestling. What can I say? He was basically a pioneer of the WWE when it first started, when it first went massive. WrestleMania would not be what it is today without the influence from Hulk Hogan. He was in the very, very first WrestleMania with Paul Orndorff and Cowboy Bob and Randy Savage. And no, it wasn't Randy Savage. It was Rowdy Piper and Mr. T. Mr. T was his partner, for crying out loud. He took part in a lot of WrestleManias. He was basically their babyface for years and years and years throughout the business. Main eventing majority of WWE PLEs or pay-per-views back then, if you were massive. If you would walk down the street today and say, "Oh, name me a professional wrestler," and most people would say Hulk Hogan. Most people would say, like, judging from their ages, I'm just taking this from what Luke Owen said in his wrestling breaking news story. People walk down the road and could name a wrestler. I mean, all depending on how old you are. John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Rock, but there wouldn't be a massive following of people who are wrestling fans, and it's mental. Mate, thanks very much, mate, for coming in. Nav, also, thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. Brother. Scott, thank you very much for coming in, mate. Yeah, mental. Yeah, when he hit the he went out, and because he wasn't his baby face wasn't hitting with the WWE audience, he decided to branch off and try other things like movies and everything else. And got a call from Ted Turner at WCW, and they basically paraded him through the streets and paraded him around, saying that Hulk Hogan had signed with the company, because as he left Vince and the WWF due to that lovely thing we call the steroid scandal in the late 80s. Yeah, mental. He went up and turned up on the other promotion at WCW, and he was part of one of the most iconic factions in WCW history. That was the NWO, and yeah, it was just mental. He aligned himself with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall to form, as I said, one of the biggest. Excuse me, that was a hiccup then. Ollie, cheers for the follow, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, 444 for life. Yeah, he joined Nash and Hall to form the NWO, and they ran rampant through the roster. Became WCW champion. Was part of some iconic matches in WCW. There is no way on God's green earth, Nav, that my PC could run the NWO theme. Yeah, the New World Order. As I said, he became WCW champion. He was a multiple-time WWE champion in WWE. When the NWO, when the WCW was bought by Vince in the early 2000s, they returned to the WWF at the time, and they had that incredible match, or he had that incredible match with The Rock at WrestleMania 18, which, to everyone's shock, out of the two people who were in the match, Hogan was the babyface, and they booed Rock out the building. But it sort of pushed him to have that last babyface run. A few months later, got rid of the NWO colours and doused in the red and yellow once again. And I know he does, Oak. And yeah, it was literally, he became WWE or WWF Undisputed Champion. He was the first. No, he was the second. No, he was the second. He was the second champion to hold the big undisputed title that yours truly owns now, which is that big title. Had iconic matches with The Undertaker, with Triple H, with Brock Lesnar, with The Rock, to name a few. Then would have that amazing match, or what we call now is like one of the funniest matches at SummerSlam against Shawn Michaels. He had matches against Randy Orton the year after. Went out and he was just went to TNA and tried to change the landscape of that and try and take control of TNA, which didn't do very well for TNA, and they've had to struggle with. It took them about 10 years to get out from what Bischoff and Hogan had done. He had multiple matches with Sting and Ric Flair. There was a few. I'll read a few tweets from people who have Hulk Hogan latest. People. No, top. See what people have said. Ric Flair, 5 hours ago. I'm absolutely shocked to hear about the passing of my close friend Hulk Hogan. Hulk has been by my side since we started in the wrestling business. An incredible athlete, talent, friend, and father. Our friendship has meant the world to me. He was always there for me when I didn't ask for him to be. He was one of the first to visit me when I was in hospital with a second percent chance of living, and he prayed by my side. Hulk also lent me money when Reed was sick. Hulkster, no one will ever compare to you. Rest in peace, my friend. Triple H has said a few words as well. WWE would not be where it is today without a larger-than-life character that competed in the ring, and a few, if any, looming larger than Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan. There's not much you can say about it. Sting, one of the greatest of all time. Thank you, can't thank you enough for what you did for me and the wrestling fans all over the world. I love you and I miss you, my friend Terry Bollea. Undertaker, oh, you got me, brother. The wrestling world has truly lost a legend. His contributions to the business are immeasurable, and that I'm appreciated. Thank you, Hulkster. Like, there are people who are happy. Not happy per se with the passing of Hulk Hogan, but all that aside, what the sort of stuff that he said in leaked videos and whatnot of what has been said, you've got to take into consideration that Hulk Hogan was a pioneer of the wrestling world. He was undoubtedly one person who would not be it's one of them. Hulk, he said that my dad, who I was speaking to earlier on, he said, I can't believe he's 71. He said, I thought he would be pushing a lot older than that. But I honestly thought he was older. I thought he was at least 70. Yeah, honestly, Andrew, honestly, Hulk was what made WWE what it is today. WWF, WWE, WCW. There are people who would walk into a room and go, oh, did you see what Hulk Hogan did? Oh, did you see what Hulk Hogan has done? There was always controversy with Hulk, but the last time he was in the WWE was when he was promoting his beer in January, when WWE went to Netflix and the poor bugger got booed out of the building. So yeah, it's a sad day for WWE and wrestling fans all over the world at the unfortunate passing of Hulk Hogan. So, from the bottom of my heart, Hulk, rest in peace, brother. And there'll never be another like you, mate. So, my condolences go out to Hulk's family, to Brooke Hogan, his daughter, and Nick, his son, and his wife. He had some complications with the surgery that he had over about the last month. I think there was rumours going around that he was in a coma, that he was doing this, he was doing that, he was struggling and all that. But unfortunately, today has been a sad day in the wrestling business for Hulk. So once again, rest in peace, Terry, and have that match with Andre and the rest of the boys up in the heavens in front of your peers. So all the best. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. I am C.W.G, bringing you this breaking news of Hulk Hogan. And until another stream, it will be another. It will be a more upbringing, uplighting video in the next few days. But until then, take care. Spike your hair. Jam that jam. Anybody who knows, it's Hulk Hogan's tattoo that says "I am what I am," but it looks like jam that jam. But all the best and take care.